Hello, everybody, and this is going to be another series that I am doing here in World of Mixed Martial Arts 5. I know I said I wasn't going to do any more. I changed my mind. I want to do one here in WMMA5 one more time before I transition into WMMA6. This one will be a little bit different though, because I plan on doing it in the default database. So, like, let's go to, I don't know, let's do nobody in the female super heavyweight. We'll go in the female welterweight. Just have a couple of fights. Just give you a little bit of an idea of what exactly is going down. So, like, right here, it'll just be like, we'll just be going like this. And we'll just keep on going there. Just like that. But we'll be doing it in the default database, which I haven't done too much in the default database in general. Like, even outside of YouTube, like, I've done nothing. So I decided, even though I have seen some people doing stuff in the default database, I thought, why the hell not I do one here as well. I know WMMA6 is coming up, and I know it's coming out soon, but I wanted to do a series here one more time. While I am finishing up some of the other series as I'm doing also for WMMA5. So that way I can go straight into WMMA6 and go into some of the stuff I'm doing in TW9 and any other future series that I do here as well. So if you've enjoyed the content, make sure you hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss an upcoming episode. But without any further ado, let's get straight into it. What do I mean by this one's gonna be a little bit different? Well, number one, I'm doing the default database, and number two, I'm not gonna start from scratch. I'm just gonna start up from a company that already exists. And three, you'll see what I mean. Here in just a second. And I'm sure you can already see exactly what I'm doing based off of what you just saw. But let's see. There isn't any avatars, so we'll just go down into the non-fighters. Let's see. Employment, unemployed, female. There are a few options. We'll do Viv Yeoman. Default value, I'll just go Let's do the jack of all trades. So yeah, that's what we're doing there. Viv Yeoman. Preferences. We will not be doing fantasy matchmaking. Firings will be on. Autosave. Commentary. Smart matchmaking. Full delegation. Okay. Looks good. And she's not under contract with anybody. As I've said, I'm going into this blindly. So I have no clue how this is all gonna go down. Let's see. Alpha 1. I believe this is just kind of what I assume Alpha 1 is just kind of what Pride used to be, and Gamma is like the UFC, I believe. We are going to play Infinity Fights. The difference between playing as the owner and playing as the CEO is that as the owner, you cannot be blocked or overruled on financial matters, nor can you be fired for poor performance. Playing as the owner means that you automatically take the CEO role as well. It is not possible to solely be the owner. Oh, that makes things interesting. Let's see. Well, all of these companies have an owner and a CEO, or somebody that is an owner and a CEO, but all the other people own it as well. Sigma, huh? We're gonna do Infinity Fights. We'll just play as owner and CEO. For Infinity Fights. So Infinity Fights, let's tour the company real quick. Infinity Fights opened January 2002. That's not right, but it's okay. Are a high-level regional company based in Manitoba. Let's just say it's Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, just for the sake of it. They are currently ranked as the third MMA organization in the world, with $500,000 available, with being the fifth richest organization. Infinity currently has 5 weight classes, 3 for men, 2 for women, and no fighters are under contract. I know I said this is a company that already existed, but let's just pretend here that it already existed. I did add this company, but let's just pretend this company already exists. But all the fighter contracts expired for whatever reason. And their fights are to take place within a cage. I know I don't normally do cage fighting series, but expect some of that with WMMA5 as well. I do plan on doing, if they have fights in the ring like they do in this game, in WMMA6, I plan on doing some series with ring fighting as well. But I do want to do some cage fighting series also. I also thought about potentially doing a series where some fights are in a cage and other fights are in a ring. which I thought that would be interesting to do at some point too. But anyways, the standard format is 2 rounds at 10 minutes each. Fights will go to a time limit, are automatically ruled as a draw, so there will not be any decisions that go into play, which will definitely make things very interesting. I kind of did that on purpose, but so there's that. Strength in numbers, nope. Alumni, nope. Media, we are not going to get any contracts as of right now. So the main event non-title match fights are 2 minutes and 2 rounds of 10 minutes and a deciding round. So for example, if there's a round, if the judges think there needs to be another round, they would add another round. And then title match fights will be 4 rounds of 5 minutes each with a decider as well. Strikes to a downed opponent are legal. The referees can separate the fighters if inactive. Closing guard while on the ground is legal. Knee strikes, knee strikes to the head of a downed opponent is legal. Elbow strikes to the head of a standing and downed opponent are legal. There will not be a 10 count to respond. This isn't boxing. This is mixed martial arts. Stomps to a downed opponent are legal. Foot stomps are legal. Soccer kicks to the head and body are legal. And 10-8 rounds are rare. So that's the rules. And we are a high-level regional company, low-level regional in America and Mexico. And it does say I am the only person on the roster. Let's just pretend there were more fighters in the beginning. And yeah, so we've got lightweight, male featherweight, male bantamweight, female featherweight, and female bantamweight. I probably will have more not fighters, but fighters obviously, but I mean I'll probably do more weight classes at some point in the future as well. I might even do it as I'm signing fighters. We'll have to wait and see. Financially, bonuses, we'll keep it that for now. Just see how it goes. Let's see, how are we on estimate? On estimate, it looks like we would be making about $2,000, maybe $2,500 just by literally existing. We don't have any child organizations, where I don't plan on having any of that. Auto renewals, let's just keep it off. Drug testing will be in-house. 100 everything, and there will be no suspension length. However, the result change will be that the decision is reversed. So, for example, if a fighter wins and they were tested positive for PEDs, that automatically changes to the fighter. I mean, that fighter lost. Or if they lost and they got tested positive, they still lost. Or I think also if it was a draw, then the fighter that tested positive will automatically lose. I think that's how that will go, but we'll have to wait and see. So, keeping it at that. Tags. I'm not gonna worry about that. probably should check to see, yeah, 0 everything. Okay. So that sucks. I hope I can get some broadcasters then. Let's see. Not a fighter. Let's go with that. And then we'll see. Available for, let's do unemployed. We'll do 70 each. Just start off with. And I don't really care too much about the experience. There's nobody. Okay, how about 60 each? Still nobody. What about available for hire? Still nobody. What about retired fighter? Still nobody. Okay. That's great. What about 50 each? Still nobody. Okay, let's go available for hire. Not a fighter. Let's go 1, 1, 1. See what we get. None of these guys are under contract with anybody, it looks like. What about retired fighter? Nope. Okay. Not a fighter. 25. 25. 25. That brought it down a lot, which is nice. We've got 3,000 appearance and then 2,000 appearance per appearance. Let's see. Skills. Okay, 70 play-by-play, 25 anchoring, 50 analysis, 88 experience is what that says. And he is from Canada, it looks like, so a fellow Canadian. We can do exclusive appearances. Let's give him 5,000 in appearance, 750 for a signing bonus, and then Jeffrey Story from Michigan. Same thing here. Not exclusive fighter. Why do I keep doing that? Let's do 3,500 a show. And perfect. So we got that out of the way for now. What about just any? Okay, so we're good there. Let's try to find unemployed fighters first. We'll start off in the lightweight division. Yeah. Let's see what we can get. Let's see. Well, available for hire. Braxton Price. It's a low-level regional, though, so he'd be on the preliminary. Can we find anybody that's high-level regional? Nope. That sucks. What about any fighters in general? Got a couple of options, it looks like. We've got a couple featherweights we could try to bring in, which is nice. It still says they would be on the preliminaries, though. Because they're high-level regional in America, or South America, not in Canada. That makes it hard. But, we've got, well, they're all part of XCC too. That sucks. Name value in Canada, at least mid-level regional, I guess. Okay, we've got a few options. We've got this girl. I don't want to be that guy to just be like, haha, I'm taking all your fighters. But, like, I also need fighters. So, like, at the same time, I don't really care because I need fighters. I'm probably going to have to ask for a bunch of... I'm probably going to have to do a lot to get some of these fighters to sign with me, too. So, let's just... 10 years, 10 fights. 1 guaranteed fight. Minimum base pay, let's do... 5,500. Performance scale, 15. Free cut from loss, nope. Signing bonus, I'm gonna keep that at 0 for now. But if it doesn't end up being good enough for the fighters, then I'll just bring it at that. And I'll bring everything at 30%. Automatic usage on if base pay is between 0 and 200,000, I guess. Oh, whoops. I have to redo that. 2,000, 20,000, 200,000, okay. 0, 0, 30, I promise we will do a show, a one show as well. Just like we usually do. Okay, template name. Easy. That's what I'll name it, I guess. That looks right. How much is she getting paid right now? 2,500 to fight. So yeah, she's not getting paid very much. So yeah, she'd seriously accept these terms. I don't think anybody's gonna want to give her that big of a contract. So some of these girls already seem to be better on the prelims, but I need fighters. So we've got a flyweight already right there. Here's a lightweight with XCC. the prelim guy, but I need to steal your fighters. I need fighters. Female bantamweight, featherweight, bantamweight, featherweight. Oh, she's their featherweight champion right now, it looks like. Well, she's mine now. Hopefully. She's potentially main eventing too, which is good. That's really good. We might end up having to do a female flyweight division already too, so. Because there's a decent amount of flyweights available right here. Bantamweight. We're getting lots of female fighters, which is great. Bantamweight. More flyweights. So a female flyweight division might be something we have to do too. Since there's plenty of flyweights we could bring in. For the female flyweights. We do got a light heavyweight too. So maybe we do a light heavyweight division. I don't know. We might have to wait. I might have to wait on that. Lots of world ranked bantamweights too, it looks like. Right here, this girl is a number 1 world ranked bantamweight and number 2 in the pound for pound. It looks like she's their bantamweight champion too. We're bringing her over to us. Tabitha Cameron's a featherweight. Vicky Summers, bantamweight. So we got a lot of women, which is nice. Can we get anybody in low-level regional? Let's see. We've got Alicia. Male featherweight. Female bantamweight. Male featherweight. Lightweight. Oh wait, this is a... Yeah, no, she's a featherweight. Okay. Lightweight. Male bantamweight. We're taking a lot of this company's fighters. I might need to like chill out a bit, but at the same time, sometimes you gotta be aggressive, you know what I mean? Even if that means putting a company out of business. Sometimes you gotta make sacrifices to make things in the MMA world better. Plus, these fighters would be getting paid more over here than most likely than they would be at other promotions, because I want to be able to pay my fighters a solid amount too, while also still making money, if that makes sense. And right now, I need fighters, so there's that too. We are getting some unemployed fighters, which is nice. but most of this is coming out of WEFF. Should I just go into start continuing on in like unemployed, or go back to available for hire? And just be, let the rest of the fighters stay where they're at. That's at WEFF. That might be something I have to do too. Definitely might be worth doing a female flyweight division at some point in the future. We're getting a lot of male middleweights as well. I want to be able to have as many divisions as I can. I want to have as many weight classes as I can. But I'm also just trying to be careful with what I can get at the same time right now. Okay. Let's just simulate a few days. See what we get. Oh wow, the default database goes by quick. That's kind of nice, actually. I was a little worried about that, but it seems to be going by pretty quickly, which is nice. Alright, let's see. Bunch of fighters joined Sigma, it looks like. Couple of Gamma signings. Ooh, nice. We did get a bunch of the fighters that we wanted to sign. Looks like we still have a couple of people trying to make a decision, but it looks like most of the people we tried to sign did sign, which is good. Let's see. We've got 13 male lightweights, 8 male featherweights, 2 male bantamweights, 16 female featherweights, and 23 female bantamweights. So let's try to bring in the male featherweight and bantamweight division a little bit. You just hope for the best, I guess. Let's see, are there anybody we can bring in that's at least low-level regional? Let's go male featherweight first. We got another... let's see. Doesn't look like. Okay, what about bantamweight? Doesn't look like it either. Canada. Unemployed. Male. Based in Europe. Move base. Perfect. Come sign with us. Talk to, move base. Negotiate, make offer. Field profile. Talk to, move base. Make offer. Field profile. Talk to, move base. Negotiate, make offer. Okay. Alrighty. Male featherweight. Ooh. 7-0, you say? Bring in a couple of pro debutees. Move base. Ten and 1. Holy moly. Move base. Oh, he's part of a team. 6 and 2. That's not bad. Eight and 0, you say? Yeah, why don't you come to Canada? Some of these people have really solid records. I mean, let's see, Pat Troy. Okay. Might try to bring in a couple more lightweights as well. France. Dolan 7-0. Excuse me. Hubert Channing. Alright, that's good enough for me for now. Let's simulate till Friday and see what we get. Ahem. Okay. We did get some signings. It looks like mostly the ones that we were trying to sign before. Game's been saved. Let's go to Monday now. Perfect. We got some more signings. Alrighty. I think it's safe to say we can try to build a show now. I do think it'd be good to bring in a female flyweight division as well. Because it seems like we could do something with that. It's definitely something worth looking at. Let's see. So we could do like something like that for the female flyweight division. It might be worth trying to get some more male bantamweight fighters too. Since we don't really have very many. So let's try it. We'll look at it. Male bantamweight. We'll see what we can get. All of them are assigned to XCC, it looks like. Do we got anybody that has name value in Canada? Nope. That sucks. It's not looking too good for us already. There's the bantamweight champion. 20-2. That is definitely not something I can overlook. This guy's 8-0. 801, 9-1, 5-0, both of these two. Okay. I think that's good. Let's go to the female flyweights now. Unemployed. Oh, wow, there are plenty of female flyweights we could sign. Some of these girls are probably going to retire soon, but we need fighters, like I've said many times. Some of the guys we hire will probably retire soon also, but again, we need fighters. So, there's that. Do we have is the flyweight champion available? I assume so. I just want to see who the female flyweight champion is, if they have one. Daniela Sedora. 8-0. Wow. She is their flyweight champ. I kind of want to take her. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take her. She's #1 in pound for pound and flyweight, too. That is crazy. She is going to be one of our main event fighters for now. It says so here, too. Main card. So, all right, let's see. Can we get any broadcasters now? Broadcasting. I know we could probably get at least SportTube. There's probably others we can try and grab too, though. Where is the broadcasting? There's the broadcast team. I'm gonna put myself on here even though I've got any of it. I'm still gonna do it. Just because I want to be on there. Media. New deal. See, approachable. Yes. We've got Canada One Choice. Canadian One Broadcasting. QTV and SportTube. But that's about all we can really do. For this, the minimum commercial is high-level regional. It is exclusive. It looks like all we can really do is QTV and SportTube. As of right now. We're kind of stuck. Otherwise. But once we get a show using SportTube and all that, and in QTV, hopefully we'll get more broadcasters that we can try to bring in. It might be worth potentially creating a broadcaster too. Not pay-per-view subscription. Definitely not pay-per-view. Advertising? It's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. Definitely not something we can do just yet, though. We could also look through some of the recommended hires. Avoid fighters who are injured, suspended, recuperating, absent, and have a fight. Jamie Hewitt. Joel Adams. He probably will retire within the first fight, but Henry Baldwin. Oh, he does have an offer from a different company. XCC wants him. We'll let him go to XCC, actually. We don't really need him. I'm sure XCC is probably trying to sign a bunch of fighters since we kind of been stealing their guys. So, I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised. Jamie Hewitt. I guess he could go to featherweight. Male bantamweight. Female featherweight. Oh, she has a rival bid for WEFF. We have been stealing a lot of fighters from WEFF. So I'm not too surprised. WEFF wants that one too. Flyweight Natasha Mello. Cool beans. The recommended hires helps out a lot, actually. But while we're at it, let's book a show, shall we? Advanced Regional. We'll have our first show in Manitoba. Let's just keep it simple. TV shows, and we'll just not worry about that right now. Naming. Let's do numerically with main event name. And because we're doing like a weird, like taking over the company, I think our first show will just be something like, I don't know, Infinity 69. And then we'll go to, let's do Wednesday, week 4, February 2002 in Manitoba. Save. Alright. What should our main event be? Do we have any fights that could main event? No. That sucks. Do we have any ranked fighters? It looks like we do. We've got some ranked fighters. Okay, cool. Does that change anything? Assistant. I doubt it'll change anything, but yeah. It says it would be a main show fight, but not a main event. Because we don't really have any fighters that could main event shows. Which sucks. Are there any fighters that are at least high-level regional that we could bring in? Because that would be amazing. Canada. I think I tried looking at it and there wasn't anybody. Yeah. It stinks. Well, should we just book fights anyway? And just hope we'll get fighters that can main event the show? Might be the right call. Let's see. Hometown fighter, yes. Quick camp this, quick camp that. Here we go. We got lots of female fighters, so we better get the best of that. She's normally a featherweight, isn't she? I think it's just because she's so talented. I don't think she's gonna be able to fight really anybody that she doesn't even have a full training camp anyways. She's a quick camp, so it's not really worth it. I want to get close fights. Like this one right here. Perfect. Bantamweight. Let's see. I just want to change this up. Available preparation time. Full camp. There we go. That makes it a lot easier. Let me get any close fights. Maybe. Hopefully. Please. There we go. It's apparently mid-level regional too, so... I'm already thinking of bringing a fighter up to... not bantamweight, featherweight. Maybe bring Harriet Faye up to featherweight. Bring some male fights. I'll bring this guy into bantamweight. I get maybe. He's not gonna make weight. Okay. That's okay. We've got a male bantamweight fight anyways. Okay, there's our show for right now. Hopefully we can get some main event fighters too. It's simulated couple days. Go to Wednesday. Bunch of people moving to South America. Ooh. This girl's moved to Canada. Come sign with us, please. The lightweight competitor. Oh, okay. Yes, please. Another flyweight we can bring over to Infinity. Light heavyweight. Alrighty, cool. I'll be right back, just so you guys don't have to watch this screen forever. Oh, we've got QTV now. I think we're still waiting for SportTube and for other decisions to be made. But that's great. Alrighty. Okay, here we go. SportTube. Looks like we did sign a bunch of people too. That's good. I like seeing more fighters being signed. What's great too is that I get to sign these guys to and girls to exclusive deals, which is nice. So I don't have to worry about my fighters getting stolen really at all. So that's another thing that's really nice about this. Um. All right, for real now. I'll be right back. Perfect. Bunch of fighters left. WEFF. Andrews and Oliver now have a strong dislike of each other after a bunch of... What is going on with Andrews? She just dislikes everybody, it looks like. Does she just have like a loose cannon and annoying? Huh. Apparently she was suspended too. Why is that? She punched Alicia Wood after the end of the fight. What? We're already having issues? I'm gonna already have to cut this girl. Because we're already having issues. With this girl. Only problem is it's gonna cost me some money to do that. But she's already having issues. But she also is able to be on the main card. But we're not even really gonna be able to use her for a while either. Because of how long she got suspended. At that point, it might not even be worth keeping her. Because she'll just be a preliminary fighter, probably. I don't know. I don't think it's worth keeping her. I don't think it's worth keeping her. Pamela O'Neill. It's the #1 bantamweight and second pound for pound. Casper Thompson. Yeah, why don't you come fight for us? He's a bantamweight, okay. Why don't you come move base and sign with us? It might be better for me to just see who I can sign. What is the recommended hires? Let's see. Available for hire. Can we find anybody that's at least high-level regional right now? In Canada? Oh, there is a few people. High-level national? Huh. She just signed with somebody. She's worth shortlisting at least then. Nice. We did get a couple of fighters that we could sign though. Heck yeah. Let's see, mid-level regional. More people we can sign there at mid-level regional. Walter Petruzzelli. Peter Sapir. Holy moly. Well, that really helps us out. For, I think. We might have to... It might have to be we might have to do, if we are able to get a main event, we might have to do like a quick camp type of deal. Which would suck, but it would be okay. We've got most of the show figured out. And we desperately need a strong main event to kind of bring the show together. Because I'm not going to lie to you, I kind of just threw in a bunch of fights. Because that's kind of all I'm trying to do right now is bring in the first show within this new both of these two signed a contract. I mean, both of these two got booked. Gamma has been making contract offers to some people. We did get some signings, though. Hopefully, we can throw in a strong main event now. Let's see, we've got Peter Sapir. High-level regional. I guess this is our main event. This is the best I got. Do we got any mid-level regional? Okay. We could bring this into the co-main event then. Well, we've got our show. It's kind of a not great show, but it's a show, nonetheless. And it could be a lot worse. We could be booking way worse fights on this show. Let's autofill it. We'll do a March show as well. Tuesday, Infinity 70. We'll go to I want to do another. We'll do a show on the not Maritimes. Ontario. Yeah, sure. We'll do Ontario. This would be a potential main event. I feel like this would be a better main event. Let's see. Can we get any full camp? Julie Abbott and Violet Beans. Says it'd be a potential main event. So, I guess we do that. Okay. Do 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 do. I just wonder what would be a good co-main. We could have that be the co-main, I guess. Sure. It's not a bad I mean, I think this show is better than this one, but that's also just because we had more we'll have more of a chance to showcase what I can do here at Infinity Fights. And more fighters are entering in the rankings. Alrighty. So there's Infinity. I'll see you guys on our first show. And we'll kind of go from there. Alright, be right back. Alrighty. And it's time for Infinity 69, Sapir versus Bossette. Alrighty, and here we are, Infinity 69, Sapir versus Bassett. A little nervous about how this show's gonna do. Apparently there was some weigh-in drama. Takauji Aida and Mako Day almost gave the fans a preview of their bout at the weigh-ins when they first got into a scuffle that nearly developed into a full-blown fistfight. A few minutes later, they had to be separated once again after a furious shouting match. Fans will be hoping that Heat makes for an exciting contest when they go toe-to-toe. Interesting. Gamma's adding some more people to their super heavyweight division. John Rivero. Pound for pound female. There we go. Alrighty, let's take a look now for Sapir versus Bassett. This is Infinity 69, Sapir versus Bassett, being held in Manitoba. This is the first Infinity show of 2002, with 10 main fights and no prelims at all. Headlining is Peter Sapir against Willie Bassett in a male bantamweight fight. We go to our opening contest first, though. In a male lightweight contest between Corey Brewer and Roy Arnett. This is the first time they have fought. Brewer is 6. Brewer has 6 picks. Arnett has 1. This is a male featherweight bout between Rory Foggin and Ward Malaprop. Both of these two are ranked male featherweights. This is the first time they have fought. Malaprop has 6 picks. Faggin has 1. Foggin. I'll just say Foggin. Janine Ha versus Harriet Faye. This is the first time they have fought. We've got 5 picks for Janine Ha and 2 picks for Faye. I believe this is a women's bantamweight bout. Jenny Jill versus Alicia Fothergill is a female bantamweight fight. This is the first time they have fought. Both fighters, have had teammates fight each other, I guess. Jill is a favorite. And we've got another female bantamweight bout. Hester McLean versus Vicky Summers. They're both world-ranked bantamweights. And McLean hasn't won since November 1997. Maybe McLean can get a win here. This is the first time they have fought. She has 5 picks. This is a male light bantamweight bout, Darchi Spode versus Kevin Sponge. This is the first time they have fought. And Spode is a favorite by a huge margin. Then we've got Mako Day and Aida, who both have had their fair share of offense. They had their fair share of drama, at the weigh-in. Both of these two are making their pro debut. So we'll have to wait and see. It's a very close fight between these two as well. And Chelsea Lawson versus Martina Coley is a female featherweight bout. Lawson hasn't lost a fight since January 1998. This is the first time they have fought. Lawson is fighting for the pick by a huge margin. And then we've got another female featherweight bout, Haley Croft versus Shawnog Stoltman. They're both ranked featherweights. This is the first time they have fought. Both fighters are making their Infinity debut. All of these fighters are making their Infinity debut, according to this. And now we go to our main event. So this here is our co-main. Peter Sapir and Willie Bassett. Neither fighter has headlined for Infinity before. This is the first time they have fought. Both fighters are making their Infinity debut tonight. I think they're both... Are they both ranked? I'm pretty sure these two are ranked fighters as well. Nope, they're... Pierre Sapir is unranked. Willie Bassett is a #1 world bantamweight and male bantamweight here as well. So maybe if Bassett wins here in this male bantamweight clash, maybe we'll put Willie Bassett in a bantamweight title fight. I don't know. Something to think about. First of all, we've got both of these two fighting each other. Kyle Crisp is the ref. And the fight begins, as we don't have judges. Oh, geez. Huge knockdown, and now just trying to bring him down, it looks like. Brewer hits the left hand. Step into strike. Slowing down a little bit. Both fighters step in to strike. They move in and engage. Ooh, a knockdown. Another knockdown on Brewer. Roy Arnett takes the win by knockout in 6 minutes and 13 minutes of the fight. Our very first ever fight was rated as good. Well, our very first fight we've done with me taking over within this save, because technically this show has this company, that these in general, again, has existed before in this universe that we're doing. But this first fight we've done with me taking over was rated as good. The underdog gets the win over the veteran. He wants Jeffrey Foxworthy. Alright. Leo Behan is the ref for this fight, and we have a touch of gloves. An unsuccessful takedown attempt. There's a knockdown. Some big strikes. Wow. Malaprop took the win by TKO strikes in 3 minutes and 28 seconds of the fight. And it was rated as decent. Nice win for Malaprop. He wants Richie Stiller, saying that he'll kick his ass. Alright. 2 challenges already made in the post-fight interviews. Both of these two, I believe... Yeah, bantamweight. I was right. Takedown attempt. Unsuccessful. We're in the halfway mark of the first round. The takedown here was successful. With some ground and pound trying to take place. Oh, hold on. Janina has taken the win by TKO strikes in 7 minutes and 39 seconds of the fight. And the fight was rated as good. All right. Now we've got Jenny Gill versus Alicia Fothergill. William Yates is the referee for this fight. And the fight begins with a touch of gloves. They move in and engage. Can't hit a left cross. Both throwing 1-2s. Takedown attempt unsuccessful once again. 1-2. Seems like a very even fight between both of these two right now. And we're almost done with this round. So we head into the final round. Takedown unsuccessful. With a left cross and a left hook. Oh, that could have been the end of the fight. You gotta... When you see the opportunity, you take the opportunity. The fight could have ended right there. And we go to a draw. The fight was rated as average. We might end up having a rematch between those two at some point. Hester McLean goes head-to-head with Vicky Summers now. In the women's bantamweight division. McLean ignores the touch of gloves. You might regret that. But it's a close fight between these two, so we'll see. Summers has been cut underneath the eye, it looks like. And a takedown. Well, at least the cut wasn't too much of a problem. McLean knocked out Summers. The cockiness worked. Spode against Sponge. Kyle Crisp is the referee. And both of these two are hometown fighters. And Spode doesn't touch gloves. Takedown is successful by Spode. Sponge hits the mat. And Spode gets the win in TKO strikes in 5 minutes and 6 seconds of the fight, with it being rated as average. Seems Spode is a marketable fighter, which is nice. Oh boy, here we go. Will the drama here and both of these two making their pro debut. Will that be worth the hype? Let's find out, shall we? Kyle Crisp is the referee. And neither fighter attempted to touch gloves. Just going straight into the fight, it looks like. Day comes in looking for a takedown. It's unsuccessful. And Ida is going in for the kill. Just continuing to throw in shots. Ida defeats Mako Day in TKO strikes in 3 minutes and 38 seconds of the fight. And it was rated as good. So it looks like it potentially was worth the hype. Chelsea Lawson versus Martina Coley now in the featherweight division, I believe is what this is. Yeah, featherweight. Leo Behan is the referee. Both of these two hometown fighters. And the fight begins. What I believe was a touch of gloves. Coley already has a cut above the eye. That sucks. Didn't get a minute into the fight. The cut is only minor, which is good. Coley is bleeding above her eye again. That same cut was just reopened. Coley's trying to pressure Lawson, and it doesn't seem like it's working. Well, Coley tried. She's trying to push Lawson up to the cage. Ah, that sucks. Chelsea Lawson defeated Coley by a doctor stoppage. 9 minutes and 29 seconds. The fight being rated as poor. That is unfortunate. Coley is no longer undefeated. All because of a doctor stoppage. She would like to fight Anna Thompson. And made some bad jokes about her. And now we go into our co-main event in the female featherweight division. Haley Croft versus Shauna Stoltman. Leo Behan is our referee. And the fight begins with a touch of gloves. Both of these two evened out here. Knockdown already. Croft with the ground and pound. Haley Croft takes the win in not even a minute. Thanks to the ground and pound. And the fight was rated as good. She's looking forward to the next fight. Well, that was insanely quick. What a co-main event. And now we go into our main event. Peter Sapir takes on Willie Bassett in the male bantamweight division. Kyle Crisp is our referee. And we are underway as they start with a touch of gloves. Bassett is pressuring Sapir early on in the fight. Good luck taking on a wrestler. there with the Muay Thai artist. Seems, I mean, both of these two are experienced fighters with very solid records, so Bassett is doing a great job pressuring Sapir and not allowing him to Muay Thai clinch or any of that. Oh, that might have just changed things. Sapir just made Bassett tap out, with Bassett seemingly dominating the first round. Sometimes that's all it takes. Sapir defeated Bassett in submission armbar in 40 seconds of the second round. The fight was rated as great. Let's go. We got a great first main event. And Sapir had a lot of respect for Willie Bassett. And we got a 76 in the critical rating, which is very solid. So it looks like we did a very solid job here. We got a 56 in the commercial rating, which puts us right above low-level national, which is good. I was a little worried about that, but we did a good job there. We had plenty of ranked fighters here as well. So, great stuff. Lots of TKOs, lots of finishes. We only had one draw, so I mean that's kind of the whole point. Popularity increased everywhere. That you love to see that. So we've got popularity everywhere now, which is good. The main event definitely delivered. Our co-main event delivered as well. Pretty much everything delivered, honestly. I was a little worried about Ida and Day, but they pulled it off too. I might give a performance boost to these two as well, because they both did a pretty good job here. I might give a performance boost. I'll give a performance boost to Haley Croft here for that crazy knockout, that crazy TKO in the early goings. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I'm gonna do there. We did lose a bunch of money, but it's okay. I think. I think it'll be okay. Ray Abbott got injured. Jenny Jill got injured. Willie Bassett has a strained wrist. Okay. Terry Shakespeare is a super heavyweight. Oh, he had a drug suspension, that's why. Seems Coley is going to do better with her wrestling. All right. Overall, I'd say that was a solid show. We did lose a bunch of money. I kind of figured that would happen. But let's see, can we sign any new deals now? Euro Cable Sports. It's not really worth it. I mean, maybe I might do Euro Cable Sports on here. I might do a few shows that use Euro Cable Sports one. I just don't really think it's worth it. I could be wrong though. We'll try it out. If it doesn't end up going the way we wanted it to, then oh well, you know. So we'll just have to wait and see. But let's go to Monday, week 1, March. Bunch of fighters ready to go. I'm only gonna do 4 shows with Euro Cable Sports. An automatic signing. Alright, with all the new fighters that just popped up, let's see what we get. Let's see, can we get any high-level regional? At least in Canada. Aaron Sarah, who's still... can we get any more mid-level regionals? Baron Gagne. This girl. Even though she just signed a deal not that long ago. Chuck Dooley, who's recuperating. He's a heavyweight, though. Just signed a contract not that long ago. Tristan Morin is a bantamweight. Those two just signed a deal not that long ago. Okie dokie. Well, there's that at least. What about unemployed? Is there anybody that we could potentially hire? Richard Jarrett. He's low-level national. Roger Bailey. Alrighty. Well, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you continue to enjoy this new series that I'm doing. This will be the last series that I decided to do for WMMA5 before we go into the stuff to do for WMMA6. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.